Hello, welcome to Soulprint Minis. In one of my last videos called Hunter or Hunted, I did take a quick peek to see if the Biden plea deal, the Hunter Biden plea deal, was going to impact President Biden in sort of any way. And he received the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. No, and the Nine of Cups. So it felt like there was not going to be any sort of lasting repercussions, if you will, as a result of Hunter Biden sort of finally putting this thing to rest. Okay. But I thought I would just take a quick peek and see overall how Biden is doing. Polls are starting to show that his numbers are creeping up very slowly and that Trump's numbers are getting a little soft. He has lost some support since the indictments. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting. So let's just take a look and see how Biden's doing. Okay, we're going to kind of look at current. Here we go. Biden, current view. Biden, current view. Biden, current view. All right, this is going to need a couple more cards than the four I pulled, but let's start here. So it's starting with the Seven of Cups. So this is talking about the fact that there is still a lot of conflicting ideas and attitudes about how to proceed. One of the things that comes to mind is the sort of silence on the Trump indictments, right? He has said the White House, he has nothing to say, neither does the White House. End of discussion. And there are some Democrats who are saying you can't do that because you're creating a void. And when there is a void, it gets filled up by Trump and the Republicans. Okay, that's where we're at right now. So what I'm saying is he's getting a whole lot of feedback, right? He's getting a whole lot of people telling him a whole lot of things. Okay. It is creating some worry for him. There's also a lot going on, it just globally, just within the country, that really, really has him kind of worried that things are going to go to hell in a handbasket if he doesn't get reelected. And this is not the same as I alone can fix it, but it is about completing the agenda that he set out with his last election. There are things he still wants to accomplish, and he knows that not only does he need to be reelected, but more Democrats across the board need to be reelected because he needs stronger majorities in the House and the Senate. Okay, well, he needs to reclaim the House, but he needs a strong majority there, and he needs the Senate. So there is some worry, there is some anxiety. He is always going to take the high road. I mean, that's one of the things we all like about him, right? Is he doesn't stoop to their level. But do not think that that doesn't mean he's not going to push back, because he will. And that doesn't mean he's not going to defend himself, because he will. What you have is somebody who, and listen, he has done this through his whole presidency. Like, does anybody know if he's actually ever said the word Trump in 3.5 years? Or 3 years? I don't think so. He just refers to him as the other guy or the previous administration. He gets his point across. People know who and what he's talking about. And there will come a time where he will reference some of the legal difficulties that Trump is having, but he's going to do it certainly in the immediate future. He's going to do it not at all or really, really subtly, because there is such a hoopla over this thing appearing to be partisan, and by doing so, they have made it so crazy political. That's a story for another time. Okay, he will defend himself. He's not going to let this just go away and right, but he's going to pick and choose his time carefully. And ultimately, look where he ended. He ends up with the strength card, and then I pulled the fifth card, the magician. Okay, so what you have here is somebody who has the inner strength, he has the stamina, he has the ability to control his party as he should, and that elevates all of them. Okay, but he's honestly, I think in his heart of hearts, he wants to be challenged by Trump because honestly, it's such an easy win. Okay. But if he's not, it's not going to throw him off his game. He has the inner strength. He has the resources around him, the team around him. He's going to be fine. And again, the magician, right? So not only does this indicate that he has all the tools that he requires, he has all the skill sets that he requires in order to continue to proceed and be reelected for that second full term. But that there are going to be a few events over the next period of months that just really give him a bit of a boost. So I don't know if this has something to do with what the Republicans do or don't, or whether it has to do with people finally figuring out, wow, crap, has he ever done a lot in the last, 3 years? Maybe we should stop bitching about him. I'm not sure what it is, but there's definitely going to be some good fortune coming his way, a little bit of magic, serendipity, whatever. But he's going to be okay. I'm not seeing anything that causes me even a little bit of concern. I think he's going to move through this with grace and dignity and strength. Thanks for being here. I'll see you at the next mini. Bye bye.